Okay, so this is an ultra Bitcoin ETF. I know you're like, what? She's doing what? Yes, this is an ultra Bitcoin ETF. And what we're thinking is it could move in either direction. And so while I'm waiting for the chart to come up here, what we can look at is if there's something that's telling us that liquidity is going to shift, let's see where they're sitting. Okay, 1100 in open interest at 65. I just read this, I don't know, it read like a tinfoil hat kind of article, to be honest, but it said that folks were trying, big money was trying to suppress the price of Bitcoin through the movements in the ETF, holding orders back and forth from here or there. And it might be because they're waiting to do their own accumulation and then have price action move to the north. So this one is quite possibly something that you could look at if you're staring down. Let's see what February looks like. All right, 75 they've got going on in February. So if we're looking at putting a butterfly on, but putting it in segments where we buy the long spread first, that's 75 to 85, right? And then we sell the short spread second. This ends up being a 30-cent butterfly for $1,000 move to the upside.
That seems pretty good. Risk reward.
Yeah, it is. It's got a good risk reward. 40 cents, right? And so you don't, of course, with these butterflies, you don't want to bet the farm.
Sure.
You just want to say, hey, listen, I'm following. What you're doing is just following the price action to the areas. Okay. And again, if we take a look at this chart, we can see that it's in rotation. I would say give it a couple days, see if it can come in to 40 and then take it. It might save you 5 or 6 cents if you go, hey, you know what? I'm just going to buy a couple of these. It is what it is. I'm just going to get in and not have to fret about it. Then, of course, you want to put an alert when it gets to 70 or the 60s, because by then it's going to be 3-4 times this amount.
Sure.
Right? It'll be $1.20, $1.30. Right? If you're thinking that it's going to do the opposite, you can see that nobody in the chains is agreeing with you just yet. Everybody's tilted to the other side. That being said, sometimes that's bad, as we know, right?
Yeah,
sometimes
no question.
It's really bad. And so let's take a look at, this is a 2x. Let's see if they're sitting anywhere on the put side in here. They're not. They are really not. Call side 60. See, these things are so juicy with their volatilities. Covered calls end up being absolutely fascinating things that you can do if you happen to have that. You can just sell against it every couple of weeks. It's always moving up and down. You can take your profits, sell a new one, whatever. But what we want to do is wait for this one to pull back, this BITU, unless we just say to ourselves, hey, I'm going to take that 40 cent and not buy a lot of them, because it easily could be worth nothing if the charts roll over.